We've been getting a ton of information about NBA 2K25, and in today's video, we're gonna go over 8 things that you guys may have missed. Some huge changes that I'm excited to talk about. Hopefully you guys feel the same. We finna get into all the details. Y'all be sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
I'm looking at offensive rebound and defensive rebound, and they're no longer with the red being defense and they're purple by themselves. That's new.
You got that right. That is some new. And you guys, you might have missed it. Rebounding has been separated from the defensive category. And in today's video, we're gonna discuss a bunch of other topics and new features that you guys might have missed. Now, you guys tell me if you experienced this on 2K24. You create a build and you think it's unique. After creating your build, you find out that your build's name is something like a floor spacing slasher. You created a build that you wanted to shoot decently from the perimeter, but you really wanted to dominate in the paint. You head on over into the rec center and you find out there's a build with the same exact name as yours. You go check his player guard to see what's the differences and find out there's a totally different type of build, but yet it has the same archetype name as yours. Well, in NBA 2K25, 2K intends to eliminate that whole problem, and they're introducing over 100 new and unique build names. Zach Timmerman, he was asked, are there new archetype names in NBA 2K25? He responds, yes, there are well over 100 new possible archetype names that can be discovered. Some of my favorites are Rim Attacker, Small Ball 4, Swiss Army Knife, and Junkyard Guard. Who out there is gonna create the Junkyard Guard? They should have went with Junkyard Dog. But mess around, that Junkyard Guard build is gonna be goated. And did you guys know that you could recreate your build from NBA 2K24? You guys will be able to recreate it in NBA 2K25, but only better? Zach Timmerman, he sent out this post saying, in the end, in almost all cases, if you recreate a build from NBA 2K24 in 2K25, you'll end up with a lower overall that leaves room to allow you to pump in some more attributes. And with this information, I personally already have some builds in mind that I want to get to using. After hearing that, what type of builds you guys finna make? Sound off in the comment section. And elaborating on this change, adding more attributes to each one of the builds, Zach Timmerman, he was asked this question: are there changes to the total amount of attribute points in the My Player Builder? Zach responds, each year, the overall rating system in my career goes through a massive overhaul. Across the board, we're always looking to maximize ways for players to make fun and unique builds while also preventing metas and demigods from sneaking through the cracks. While there are literally hundreds of thousands of different My Player possibilities out there, we've created more tools that pull out all the outliers, thus allowing us to increase the flexibility in the number of attributes a user can apply to their player. And he caps off this answer from what I just shared. In the end, in almost all cases, if you recreate a build from NBA 2K24 and apply it in NBA 2K25, you'll end up with a lower overall that leaves room to allow you guys to pump some more attributes into the build. A lot of the information that we've been receiving makes it seem like 2K25 is going to be an offensive heavy type of game. And that's not really saying too much because 2K has always favored offense. But that's just something to keep in mind when you guys are out there making your first build. And speaking about creating your first build, it looks like 2K is giving a lot of wiggle room to shorter guards next year. Not only do small guards have a bigger court to work on, 2K is also giving those smaller guards some additional tools to help them dominate. This next question says, what advantages do shorter builds have this year? 2K says shorter builds are a constant subject of discussion for us. It's clear that a shorter build, while likely faster, quicker, and with better handles, has a hard time getting off a viable shot against lengthy defenders. Pause. Ultimately, this made it very difficult to succeed as a small scorer. 2K goes on to say we are giving more wiggle room to small guards in the builder. In addition, we're introducing a new badge called the Mini Marksman, which allows a smaller shooter, 6'3" or under, to shoot more effectively against taller defenders. And if you guys don't know, this new badge called Mini Marksman, it was in 2K once before and it was called a Mismatch Expert. Further elaborating, sharing some more details about small guards, he says, for all my guards out there open to using a small guard in 2K25, smaller guards will have more attribute points to work with. You will also have access to the new badge called Mini Marksman. And he says, personally, I've been enjoying playing on a small guard, typically 6 foot to 6'2". If you guys don't know, small guards like 6 foot to 6'2" used to be the meta. Oftentimes, making a guard 6'2" was considered being tall. These new wave 2Ks, they got us playing different out there with taller guards. But Wolf continues on by saying, typically 6 foot to 6'2" is the height I make my small guards. Obviously, height will always have great benefits, but don't sleep on the smaller, quicker guards in 2K25. And I already know that comment right there left a lot of you 2K players feeling Confucius. Now, we recently learned that in NBA 2K25, they're introducing a whole new badge level called Legend. This will be one level above the Hall of Fame level that we've all been accustomed to. And Wolf, he shares some additional insight to help you guys when you're creating your first build. He says some more insight on the 2K25 builder. If you guys decide to go for Legend badges in a category, your build will suffer in other areas. If you want to be specialized and elite at one or two things, you will be lackluster in other areas. Alternatively, you can be a good, well-rounded build with a few Hall of Fames, a lot of gold and silver badges in all categories, and you guys could create a balanced do-it-all type of build. Ultimately, it's your decision to make. Will you go high risk, high reward, making a build that specializes in one or two categories, trusting the new 2K25 badge system, also trusting that your build will be able to survive all the patches and hotfixes, or will you keep it safe and create a build that has badges spread throughout, something like a jack of all trades, master of none? Definitely curious to hear your thoughts. Y'all be sure to share what type of build you making for 2K25 in the comment section below. Now, the 2K community is extremely excited about cap breakers, a new feature for 2K25 that allows you guys to add additional attributes to your build. But cap breakers does have some stipulations that you guys may want to learn about. Wolf says cap breakers are one of my favorite new features for builds in 2K25, but cap breakers, they do have a few rules. You cannot raise attributes past your build's physical limitations. And he shares an example here saying if your build caps at 87 3 ball due to your wingspan, you cannot apply any cap breakers to your 3 ball. Additionally, you can only apply a max of 5 cap breakers onto a single attribute. And here's something else about cap breakers that you guys might want to know. The question was, can other people see if you have cap breakers on? Zach responds, yes, cap breakers, they'll show up on your 2K card. Now guys, we've had something similar to cap breakers in the past, and I just want to let you guys know when you're making your first build, factor in those cap breakers. Let's imagine for a second that you're shooting for a higher 3 ball, and let's say you want a 92 3 ball. If 2K is allowing you guys to apply 5 additional attributes to one particular category, you might want to start your build with a short wingspan and an 87 3 ball, adding the 5 additional cap breakers as you progress your build. This would also allow you guys the opportunity to spread those attributes to different areas of your build. It's something like playing the long game. Initially, you may not be goated, but as your player progresses, you'll be able to see the build's true potential. And helping to add to your arsenal, 2K is introducing a new perk called Max +1. And this perk, when applied to a badge of your choice, will allow you to boost it up one more level. I want to reference this post from Wolf. He says, it is a perk called Max +1. When applied to a badge, it'll boost the badge to its max potential +1. And this is basically saying, let's say for instance, you create a build and some of your key badges, they're capped off at the gold level. Maybe that's due to your wingspan, your height, your weight, whatever the case. This Max +1 perk applied to a badge that's capped off at gold would allow you to then get that badge to Hall of Fame above its max potential. Wolf shares an example saying your build gets a max Hall of Fame paint patroller. If you apply Max +1 to Hall of Fame paint patroller, it will boost the badge to the legend level. And the Max +1 badge perk, this is going to be in the season reward path at levels 15 and levels 30. And it's something like how we used to chase those badge points. It looks like this is going to be the new thing that we'll be chasing throughout our season path. Something else you might want to learn, it says at the end of the season, these will reset and you will have to earn the levels via season rewards to get the perks back. So it ain't like you guys could play all the seasons and then by like season 8, season 9, you got a bunch of badges that are just stacked with this Max +1 perk. He caps it off by saying you must progress the badge to its max potential first before you are able to apply the perk. And lastly, here's something you may have missed about the new takeover system. Zach Timmerman, he was asked what happens when your takeover expires. Zach responds, takeover is quite different than what you've been used to. It's really like a hot and cold type of meter, and it'll flow up and down based on how you guys are like performing on the court. There are no significant gains or drops to the meter. When level 5 expires, your takeover ability expires and you simply drop back to about the halfway point between level 4 and 5. He goes on to say this is the same for each level you drop out of. If you drop out of 4, you go to the halfway point of 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. And some additional information about takeovers, Mike Wayne says Team Takeover has been replaced by Team Chemistry in 2K25. The team contributes to a shared meter with teamwork related plays. abilities, and that consists of like assists and good help. When the meter's full, all players receive in-game boosts that further benefit team play, and those boosts, they'll vary by mode and chemistry. And that pretty much wraps up this video, 8 things you guys may have missed for 2K25. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Share them in the comment section below. Drop a like, drop a sub. I'll catch you guys on the next video. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.